Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Telia Misfits. 38 episodes. Guys, 38 episodes. This is...
There's a lot of
That's a
episodes.
lot of episodes. Indeed. But yes, I am here joined by my wonderful friends, although one of them is sadly not able to join us today. Wonderful Savian, sending some love and good vibes towards him. In the meantime, I'm here with my other friends. Let's start with Sir Catastrophe. How you doing?
Hi everyone.
We also have with us Ocean X. Welcome.
Hello.
Of course, always with us, Spyro Proxy.
Hello.
And the fantastic Raining Blades. And the fantastic Raining... Oh yes, he's not here yet. That was a bad joke. Either way, let's do the recap. I'll be doing the recap today. So last week, the group spent a week researching the ruins. After that, they went back to Fabus to get a teleportation back to Westreach. Fabus had some elves over while everyone arrived. He seemed to have been busy over that week. Fabus told the group that he would be sending an automaton with everyone else. An automaton that can shapeshift into a weird, uncanny valley amalgamation of Callaghan and Emrys. Because he's never seen other humans, so that makes sense. At least it made to me. The group got teleported with Edward as a statue back to Westreach, although they missed it a little bit. But they made it back still. Once in Westreach, Callaghan decided to go talk to the people over at Natasha's old mansion to figure out where she is, so they can quote unquote hand in the quest. And in the meantime, the rest went to the court of Mal to try to unstone Edward. It went relatively well. Apparently, Edward knows one of the shields of Mal, called Catherine, who is also dubbed as an Eye of Mal. They seem to have a past together. They chatted after she managed to convince the High Inquisitor to unstone Edward. And Edward made an appointment in 2 days to go meet up with Catherine. Afterwards, the party got together again and decided to go to Natasha to talk about the situation and hand in their findings. Once they got to Natasha's home, they explained everything that happened, handed in both the research that Demir spent a week doing, with everyone helping in their own special ways, and they also handed in all of the magical items that they found at those ruins. Natasha said she would review the magical items and give back the one that she didn't need for research. She also gave the party the profits for selling the dragon parts that they had been dragging about for many sessions. She managed to sell the dragon parts on the party's behalf. And afterwards, Natasha asked to speak with Fabus. Callaghan, in his own Callaghan-y way, as best as I could do him, contacted Fabus using the bracelet and Fabus agreed, saying that he would set out as soon as he could. The party was then allowed to stay at Natasha's place for the night. That is where we ended last session.
Thank you for the recap.
Oh, you're most welcome. I was trying to buy time to
Very
see.
well done.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to buy time to see if we can get our Demir in time, but he's not gonna come back so soon. So let's continue. So, all of you, you wake up at Natasha's mansion. Each of you was actually given their own individual rooms. Fancy. Each of your rooms was very well equipped. A bed, sizable dimensions, also with a few cool things like a vanity, a closet containing some clothes that you could borrow for the night if you so wished. Your clothing and your armor was also taken, if you allowed it, and taken care of, as in patched up and polished, including your weapons as well.
As in killed, when you take care of someone, you kill them.
Yes, your
Some
clothing
murdered
was
the
killed, butchered mercilessly. Yes, but you
I got you close.
fair. But either way, everything was taken care of well. Everything was spotless, and in the morning you were greeted with a personal bed and breakfast in bed, bed and breakfast. Wow, with a personal breakfast in bed, as maids, halfling maids, were brought each of you a tray full of food. Portions adjusted to creatures of your size. It was a glimpse.
Do they only get like? Normally they've got two. The normal portions for the halflings are like two halfling-sized pieces of toast. So they only have like 6 slices of toast.
Yeah, basically.
It's like smaller slices of toast.
Yes. They have a stack. A normal halfling eats 2 slices. They just have a big stack. Edward was also given another stack. But yes, either way, you finish up your morning routines, get back in your armor, and as you have decided from what I gathered to get back to town, because you also have to do the meeting with Catherine. You get back into the lobby, and as you enter the lobby, you see a halfling that you recognize as one of the butlers. He approaches you while rolling a cart. On it, you see a few of your items. You find the wand of magic missiles that the mirror had, the ring of water walking that Kyoho had. Coincidentally, the 2 players that aren't here. And the Sentinel shield that Callaghan handed over.
Thank God. Oh my God. Oh my God, you've no idea how much anxiety it would have given me. I was there. I deselected it from my inventory, reselected my old shitty shield. Oh dear.
He says, "Oh, don't mind me. I'm just taking these for storage."
Callum just standing in the doorway.
I'm kidding.
Like,
I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding. It doesn't say that. I am kidding. I'm kidding. No.
Yes, I'm kidding. I was actually taking them to just rub it in your face as if they belong to us now.
No, we're just going to destroy them. It's no reason.
Lady Natasha's orders, you know.
Ah, yes, of
She
course.
wanted you to know.
Yeah, she wanted you to know specifically that they were going to be destroyed. No, but you see them being wheeled in. Also, you see one of the scrolls of protection against Celestials that Demir brought two back, and one of them is here. Finally, you see a closed box on top of the cart. The halfling walks in front of the cart, stands very straight with his hands behind his back, very disciplined position as he looks over you, gives you all a nod. Goes, the mistress regrets that she cannot see you off, but she is deep into research at the moment.
Could I ask, is this Igor or is this Vlad Vladovich?
This would be Igor, actually.
The manservant, yes. Okay.
Yes. He clears his throat. She wishes to return these to you. She has ascertained that these particular magical items are, in fact, made recently and not belonging to the ruins themselves. He begins to take each of the magical items and giving them back to you. Gives the wand to the mirror, the ring to Kyoho, and then brings the shield, the heavy shield, to Callaghan.
Emery's is just kind of standing there, like because the ring Emery just gave.
Yep.
Still taking Emery's just like, yes, thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Igor, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I see you. Is that like an extra coat of polish you put on that?
He looks at you, then looks around. Yes, I have been working on my presentation.
Yo, good man. Yo, I recognize talent when I see it. I gotta say, spotless, bro. Spotless.
Oh, thank you, Master Callaghan.
So I don't speak any Halfling, but I've heard Natasha and Demir say something. Can I try and say a word in Halfling?
What word are you trying to say?
Would that be like an intelligence check to see if
It
I
would
remember?
be an intelligence check. What word are you trying to say?
Oh, I don't know. Just a word.
Oh, just any random word. Okay, roll an intelligence, please. Oh, 16? Was that it?
Like, yeah, just for like a good pronunciation. You know, someone they would have talked about. So someone like, I don't know, exploration or something like that.
Okay.
In Halfling.
He pauses for a moment and cocks his head and then, what about west?
What about what?
West. You just said west.
West? West Reach. Reach, bro.
Yes.
Igor, are you okay?
Anyway, very confused. He turns back to the cart and picks up one of not one of the scroll, the scroll, and hands it over to Demir. The mistress also wishes for you to take one of these scrolls. She will use the other for her studies and believes you might have need of this one. Demir, in his very Demir fashion, just puts the scroll back into his pouch. Then you see the halfling struggle to pick up the box that is on the cart. It's a big one. It's not huge, but it's big. But when he lifts it up, it looks heavy as he's trying to hold it up. He can, but it's just heavy. When he approaches you, Callaghan, he holds up the box. Do you pick it up?
Yeah, with 2 seconds of doubt, I do. Yeah, of course.
Okay. The box seems to weigh, you would wager about 20 pounds. So for a halfling would be, it was an uncomfortable amount. But you hold it, and he gives a nod. All that said, the mistress has appraised the values of the items she will be keeping, and she wishes to compensate you for your work. Thus, removing the advance pay that you received before you set off, you have earned a total, and he pauses for a moment. Yes, 1,600 coins.
What kind of coins?
Oh, of course. And he opens the box, and you see all platinum coins.
Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! That's a fair bit of coinage. How, Natasha? What exactly was she the lord of back in the old country?
A lot of platinum.
Like clearly, we're underestimating the level in which this lady was. Like, is she like some super lord back there?
The mistress was back in Callios. He was uh, a highly regarded individual of several nations. I am not. I do not know what else I am able to tell you. You best ask the mistress yourself if you wish for more information.
Eager, you've effectively given us no information, but a shit ton of coins. So you are forgiven. And I make some like shitty ass small sign before looking back at like the 1,600 platinum pieces. Are they arranged like really nicely? Like
Yes,
like
they're
you
all
see?
they're all they're all arranged in stacks of 100 coins.
Somebody's got OCD at the wall. Like,
Sorry, 50 coins each stack.
Igor, you've been around the block in Westreach for a number of weeks, correct?
Yes, I have lived in Westridge for a few years.
Well, that's surprising. I honestly thought you were from Gallios, but that's
I
cool. That's cool that
am.
you're from. Cool. So we're meeting each other halfway here. Out of curiosity, is there so back where I'm from, at Woolgate, where everyone kind of speaks as if they've smoked a pack of 50 or 50 packs a day. We have this thing. It's called it's I don't know the halfling term. It's a place where they keep your money safe.
Are you talking about a bank?
Oh, you know that word too. Cool. Yeah. Are there any banks in Westreach?
Yes. There is a bank in Westridge, yes.
Sick.
I'm guessing that owns it.
Valiant and Bark.
Thanks.
The
Thanks,
Bank
Westreach.
of Valiant and Bark. It is the bank that, the largest bank in Telia.
And here in Westreach, is it?
There is one uh, branch, yes, in Westridge.
Sick one. If they ask me who referred me, I'll say it's you, bro, in case it gives you any benefits.
It does not. But it is appreciated.
I'll just hold my hand out for like a fist bump, just for Igor.
He looks at it very confused, and then like holds it,
Oh, no.
holds your hand, for an awkward shake.
No. Igor, why?
The mistress hopes that this amount proves that she values your work. She
Thank you.
She wishes to continue being your patron and will inform you when she has another task for you. However, she believes that it might take a few weeks of research. As such, she will seek you out when she is ready.
That's fair.
See. Well, there was some. I'm sure there's some business we can take care of in the meantime.
Yes. Anyway, and he starts like slowly walking and signaling towards the door for you guys to leave.
Yeah, Edward is walking out.
Yeah, I think we'll just leave.
Later, Igor. Let's help. I
Yeah,
suppose
so that's that's 16,000 or 1,600 even
Yes.
platinum. That should be 320 each if we're splitting evenly.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds fair.
So 300.
320, you said.
Yes.
I'll post that in the Discord so that the others can see.
I'll give Kyoho. Actually, I'll give Kyoho and Mir their money. Kyoho.
How generous of you.
Yes, of course. Kyoho. Wait, how much? What? How much? How much? It was 600. 60
1,000
platinum each, right? From the last session.
I couldn't tell you. Wait, no, but I think I got 75, didn't I?
Oh, because
didn't we? Yeah, we didn't give any to Edward because this was the payment for the dragon bones.
That's right. Because it was 300.
And we skimp out on these things.
Wait, I only got 60 from last session. Whoa.
Oh no, I gave you 60, but I meant to give you 75. Because I forgot you didn't give anything to Edward. So
So I take off 25, do I?
No.
you add 15.
Oh, sick. Yo, man. I don't know how the maths works, but let's go.
Just enjoy the extra 15 platinum. Don't question it.
Yeah. So there we go.
I'm looking minted. Does anyone want to give me one platinum piece so I can have a solid 400 rather than my current 399?
395. So only if you give me 5, or I guess 6 back. So I have 400.
Well,
no.
the mirror has 396. When he gets here, if you wanna ask him that, he might be generous.
Nah, my man's gonna buy some ink and paper. Let's be real. Some art supplies. Yeah, I would I suppose I've got a few ideas. Okay, so before session we were discussing what we were gonna do.
I just want to point one thing out. This is almost 4,000 gold that each of you has. It's a lot of money. So there's a lot of things you can realistically do with this. So
this is what being paid monthly feels like.
Yeah, well, assuming we're kind of, just talking about this on the way back, yeah, there's some things that we could do like immediately. If anyone wants to.
Do I suppose there is one thing that kind of jumps into Callaghan's mind first, but I might just do it on the sly, but I'll run it by you guys if you like. Does anyone have? Did anyone guess a number for Abe? Did anyone catch Abe's contact details? I know he works off in Snaken.
Snacking. Yeah, snacking.
Snacking.
Who? Oh, Abe. Well, I mean, we both have sending, so
Oh, you know
well,
what?
not
You know
sending,
what?
but we
I
both have
forgot. I forgot my walking telephone.
we
You
both have
have-
a spell that can we both
Yeah,
contact anyone we have met. So
you basically have everyone's number as long as you've seen them once.
Considering the fact that I play a dude with desirable intelligence, I at times forget that he's also a superpowered being.
Oh yeah, because people keep Callaghan keeps forgetting that he himself has access to what 4th level spells.
oh yeah, I'm a cleric.
4th level spells? Do you mean casting spiritual weapon but making the bat bigger? Let's go, boys.
Or are the heals even healier?
Yo, heals are reserved only for people who are dead, so let's go.
All right. Well, either way, you can contact Abe if you so wish through one of your friends.
Guys, I'll be honest with you. Outside of Bayfield, that village that the elves are in could use a
Yeah.
little bit of work and/or a town themselves. I know Emrys, you. I've seen you cast a few wry looks towards elves in the past. So if you don't want to be part of it, I totally understand. But it's something that's kind of been weighing on me. You know, the injustices of the world and such, and our role to play in it. And as someone who, I don't know, I suppose in a numerical value has a passive wokeness of 25.
Go on.
I have no idea what you just said, Callaghan, but I do suppose that elves are not quite as vicious as I may have once believed.
I was kind of thinking of maybe hitting up Abe, our P finder friend. I know we're not the biggest fans, but Abe didn't actually seem too bad. You know, me and him kind of bro down. I feel like me and him could hold a conversation or two. Ed, I know you handed back your belt and shit to him, but like he seemed all right. You know what I mean? Like decent for a Pathfinder.
Yeah. They're pretty nice people. They just left me and Brom to die. So that's it.
Okay, but Abe in particular.
No, he seemed like a pretty cool guy.
Okay, so I feel like maybe we can give a pass to Abe.
Yep.
I was thinking of maybe like hiring him to kind of help those elves out.
I don't think that's how Pathfinders work.
I don't think that's how Abe works.
I don't know, Abe. That's kind of my string of logic for it. Now my logic doesn't.
Yeah, maybe you can convince him. Sure.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be good. You know, set up a nice little like outreach there. Pathfinders kind of get some good rep, and then I'm worried about the guys back there. You know. Like,
Yeah, me too.
You know, like remember that time I cast sending and he responded with like a very cryptic answer.
Which time?
Well, some of you may still have mixed feelings regarding him, but Fabus also is interested in the elves and seems eager to, well, at least is not attempting to do anything bad to them. So he may be open to assisting whatever you intend to do. I'm still a little bit unsure what it is exactly.
We
I
should
think Callaghan
probably.
just wants to help the elves.
Yeah, I mean, I personally want to help out the elf. We also probably should keep an eye out on Fabus, like not calling him the wild card of our group, but yeah. Listen, like he is currently a robot that kind of looks like me and kind of looks like you.
I don't like him. I'm sorry, but I don't. He talks
Really?
like an angel. I mean, what is an excuse for torture? Just tell me. I don't see it.
You bring up a fair point. You do bring up a fair point.
Like, man,
I'll
I
be
was
honest-
beaten up as a kid, like every single day. I don't like it. I don't think it. I don't like Fabus. I don't. He's a worthy ally. He has a lot of information, a lot of resources. I can agree with that. I plain don't like him.
You are entitled to your own opinion.
Of course, Emrys, and I respect yours as well.
I'm
And I do
sorry.
totally get your opinion too.
That kind of sounded like you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
That would be funny.
I suppose, I don't know. On one hand, yeah, Fabus is a pretty fucked up guy. I think he's trying to do better. I think he's one of those people who are like, oh, they're a product of their time, but that's just like masking like shitty behavior. But he is someone's trying to correct themselves. On the other hand, I didn't really believe in angels and shit like that up until I saw that freaky fucking monster thing. And now I am really wishing that they weren't real. But it does give me a little bit of solace that Maul probably is out there. Not that I ever doubted it, but it's good to have some grounded belief.
I mean, Callaghan, I think that our unnatural abilities come from our faith. So if you ever doubted for a second of Maul's existence, you would have felt your body shake and lose all your magical mumbo jumbo, you know? So you never doubted, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think what matters here is that. Sorry, we're getting off topic. I want to talk about the elves. I want to talk about the elves. I want to help out the elves.
Okay.
If you guys, I suppose we can ask Fabus to help out. Fabus might want to get paid. I don't know. He doesn't really seem like a man interested in like the money game. So it's kind of difficult to understand really where his perspective is coming from.
I'm not sure he even understands the currency of. He is not from this world. I don't. He may deal in seashells or ears. I'm
I fucking deal with
knows.
seashells. What?
but I'm just speculating.
Listen. This is when we were talking in the cave. I really, yeah. Ed, apparently, Fabus lives on a branch on a big tree, and he fucking is frozen in time. But apparently, his emperor is and trades in seashells now. Listen, Fabus is a guy who I don't really understand. I think he's all right. I think like he's a guy who has a long way to go, but can turn out for the better. I really wish he wouldn't look like me. It's really creepy. But yeah, what do you guys want to do? What's your kind of ideas for, I suppose, the next bit in our adventure?
I have plans that I would keep to myself, but I do have plans, and I don't intend on leaving Westreach anytime soon. Unless, of
Those
course,
plans
Natasha.
involve your
Girlfriend.
Emrys high fives.
No. She's not my girlfriend. Yet. I hope. I don't know. I can't create expectations.
Oh.
No, shut up, guys! Please, bro time. I can't create expectations. If I do, I'll be disappointed. So don't give
Yo,
me
look, man,
expectations.
listen, bro. It isn't us that you should be worried about disappointing. Oh,
I don't understand what you meant, Callaghan. What are you implying that, Callaghan? I'll have you know that my instrument was blessed by Dharman himself.
Well, what instrument do you play?
The violin.
Oh, well, I did not know. You'll have to play for us sometime.
Okay, sure, no problem. But I was talking about my penis.
about to say.
Right. I knew that, of course.
Emrys, if you have sleep, just use it now. Like, just put this man down.
Pardon.
Best response.
Anyway, yeah. I was wondering, you guys were over at the quarter mile, right?
Yeah. You guys want to come?
I was looking to actually purchase some items with this enormous amount of wealth I now possess.
Of course.
That's fair enough. Yeah. Well, what are you thinking of buying? Like a condominium?
Well, it's
Timeshare?
Don't. Beware.
there are some items I wish to procure, which are complicated to explain.
Say no more, Emrys.
Right.
Right. Well, I feel very uncomfortable by both of you. So
I was not speaking of.
no. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck you could be talking about, Emrys. Really,
No.
truly. However,
Yes,
I don't know.
I was talking about materials for
Even worse. Jesus. Okay.
no materials for I'm attempting to contact my patron.
Oh. Shit. Okay.
What do you mean?
Don't. Your patron beyond the black void, like?
Yes, precisely.
You mean that big ball of tentacles?
No, that's a different ball of black tentacles.
Do
Okay.
you?
Mine is much more insidious, but also won't kill me, at least, I think.
Emrys, I gotta ask, do you even know the name of your patron?
Yes. Would you like to know?
Yes.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I mean, we're walking down this dirt road from the fanciest place I've ever slept in. So let's hear it.
My patron goes by Shanaglu.
Kinda glue.
Now, if you were to drop that into a chat of some kind, how exactly does it spell?
Wow, can never change.
Can we roll history or religion?
Bitch, did I tell you to roll history or religion?
Can I?
Did I tell you to roll?
No. That's I'm asking.
Uh-huh.
May I roll a check to understand what Shanaglui is?
Callaghan, you may roll. If you have if you have proficiency in either of those, you can.
Damn it.
Oops.
Uh,
Oh, he has proficiency. He does.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on, boys. Come on. This is what we're all about. Come on. This is
All
when
right,
religion
all right.
finally kicks in.
All right, Callaghan. As the name is mentioned to you, you think about it for a moment. You've never fucking heard this name in your life.
But is it the case that I don't know it, but it sounds legit, or is it the case that I know it's bullshit and that's why I've never heard of it?
You've never heard this name in your life. Like,
I kind of look at Emrys being like, you do understand that your patron, considering how powerful you are, is a being beyond belief. Like, I've looked through the windows of your soul and have gazed upon the darkness myself when we first met. Be sure to let
Yes.
me know when you've decided to interact with them, so I can, at the very least, stand guard in some way.
I appreciate your concern, and I will do so.
You want to also make sure that you have guardsmen around
So
you.
what you're saying is that I should make sure that I have protection.
Yes, always have protection.
Understood.
Yeah.
Thank you, Callaghan. I will keep it in mind. I won't act recklessly.
Please don't. And not to mention, if you don't have guards people around you, it'll be an insult to your patron. So you want to show that you're a figure of status,
Yes.
because that's important. I mean, don't you ever notice that um, other religions have head people, and those head people have people themselves?
That's true.
You want to show that you have people, to show you are person. Callaghan just looks around, being like, "I'm really hoping this is making sense."
Emery's just like nodding, kind of very like wisely, like, Thank you for the insight, Callaghan."
Always happy to add insight. You know what I mean? Like a good perception. That's what I'm known for.
Yes.
perception and insight are two very different things, but sure. Well, either way, it does take like the better part of a day to reach Westreach. By the way, this is a long walk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because she moved ages away, didn't she?
Yes, she moved during the time that you went on your mission to a more permanent place. Um, but like I said last session, this road in particular is pretty safe. So there, first of all, it's very straight. This is a main road that a lot of people use. There's guards stationed every so often. There's an inn here and there where you can stop off and get some water, get something to eat throughout the day. It's a comfortable travel. It's not like when you went west and there are no roads and there are no inns, only horrible monsters that want to eat you. Compared to that, this is a wonderful and very pleasant walk. As you reach Westreach, it is nightfall. Well, the sun is beginning to set at this point. So, if you want to try to go to the bank, I believe that's what you wanted. If you want to go to the bank right now, you can. If not, you can leave it to the next day. Next day would be the meeting with Catherine, by the way, Edward.
I mean, we could do like, I don't know if there's anything Callaghan wants to buy, but we could do the meeting with Edward's meeting with Catherine, and then Emery's and Callaghan go off shopping.
It's up to you. Kyoho's gonna be off doing her own thing because Sev is going to tell me afterwards what Kyoho is going to be doing during this downtime.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, Edward, didn't you want to take Callaghan with you to the meeting?
No, not
No?
to that particular meeting. To another religious celebration
Oh,
to honor Dharma.
Totally third wheels this shit. He's like, "Hey, where are you going? Let's hang out, buddy."
Yeah,
Quarter
sure.
Mall? Yeah, cool. I hang out there too. Let's go, man. I just read oblivious.
all right. So
No, but for sure, if you want to join, there is no issue at all. Because Edward wanted to introduce Callaghan to Catherine. So
Have
feel
a
free.
light dinner for two. Come on, I'll bring a chair. It's okay.
It's totally not like that. You can come, Callaghan, please. I mean, I think she's pretty high up in the hierarchy. It could be good for your career.
Networking, yeah, no, I get you. I will admit, I haven't had the greatest experience with shields at any part of my life. So I'm going in with a little bit of speculation here.
Perfect.
are you saying you didn't
And you
like
know-
the Sentinel shield I gave you? Ah.
No, please, Ran, please. Advantage on perception. And the other thing that I sometimes do, initiative.
Yes, you sometimes do initiative. Yes. Sorry, Edward, I cut you off.
Not if I can avoid it.
No, it's okay. Just saying, Callaghan, if you have some, personal emergency in the middle of the meeting and you need to go out, I don't know. I can't stop you. You're your own individual.
I am, Ed. I appreciate these. If you need to leave because of some family emergency, you let me know, and I'll make sure to let Katra know that if she needs to leave at any given time, that she can bounce. It's cool. Okay, so we're all on the same page. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro. Edward just looks forward.
All right. So I'm gonna assume once you get to Westreach, you go to the Wounded Soldier.
Hell yeah, we're going to the Wounded Soldier. You had any questions about that? Come on, man.
All right. So you go to the Wounded Soldier. Yeah.
Oh, I just said it's the place to be.
Yes, of course.
What's the name of the innkeep? Actually, did we ever catch his name?
The Ben. Yes.
Ben. Cool. I'm gonna write his name down again. I'm sure I have Ben written down about 500 times at this point.
Yes, but you do see Ben. You reach when you reach the inn. You see several people. Almost all of the tables are full. You actually have to stay at the counter for a little bit, enjoying a drink, while a lot of people from the Seven Rocks mostly are enjoying probably too much drink. But it is people from the Seven Rocks. So what even is too much drink? A fight breaks out. Ben punches each of them and kicks them out. More singing, more dancing. People just want to have a good time there. And you can in fact get rooms. They're the same shitty rooms that you've been staying at every time you come to Westreach. But it's modest living, and you spend the night. Mark off, please, 3 silver each of you for staying the night and getting a meal. I know you're used to handling platinum now and whatnot, but
Silver? Ugh, I don't carry any silver. Sorry, that was 3 silver, right?
yes, that's 3 silver. What do you think we are peasants to carry silver around?
Oh, unbelievable.
Oh my god, the mirror. How?
What?
I'm looking at his silver. How much? Okay.
He just carries silver. He is the Silver King himself.
No, okay. Let me just see how much weight the mirror is carrying right now. Because this is ridiculous.
Is Demir a thick boy?
He is
Yeah, he's an
indeed.
Oni. He can
I
carry the
know.
double.
I know, but he also has 10 strength. So he's carrying
So
48 pounds of money.
Um,
Well, that's good for him.
21 kilograms. Oh my god.
How much is that? How many pounds?
48 pounds, 21 kilograms.
How much is that in euros? Boy, all my life to make that joke, boy. Let's go.
the new cryptocurrency, platinum.
Pain. Feeling pain. Okay. Woo, that was nice. Yeah, no, he's carrying big bags of money. Oh my god, the mirror. But anyway, yeah. So you spend the night.
Sorry, do they have whiskey to sell?
Do they have
Like a bottle?
Oh, a bottle of whiskey? I mean,
Yeah.
they have like a small barrel. Wounded Soldier is not a fancy place. Just so you know.
Do they have an empty bottle? They can fill it up with whiskey, and Edward will pay for it.
I mean, sure. Yeah, Ben just looks at you weird, like then looks at Callaghan like, where'd you find this guy?
That's our new buddy Ed. Ed, this is Ben. Both you guys have short names. I'm sure I'll get along pretty well. Ben here is the proprietor of the best spot, the hottest spot, the trendiest spot in all of West Reach, the Wounded Soldier.
I can tell. And as a wounded soldier, I feel represented.
Hear that, Ben? You're representing the real ones. Do you have any bar stools you need me to mend as usual, or any chip tables?
Well, actually, Cav over there broke a bar stool last week over on Dan's head. So maybe.
Dan always has it coming. I've got you, buddy.
Dan's a
Callaghan just goes
shithead.
over, just starts recasting, mending on shit. He's just like just wiping it all down.
All right. All right. So you do that. As for the bottle, he just turns to you. I don't know, give me a gold.
All right. Here you go, 1 gold.
He gives you this bottle. It's just a plain old bottle with some shitty whiskey inside.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
It's a nice guy.
As you say, he's a nice guy. You turn around, and Callaghan, Amaris, you're looking towards Edward and towards Ben, and you see Ben spit in one of the glasses and clean it.
Yeah, Ben's a nice guy.
Emrys is kind of inching away in the chair.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
The mirror! Welcome!
The mirror!
Sorry, so sorry.
Totally fine, dude. All right, so just to catch you up real quick, Natasha gave back your wand of magic
Oh,
missiles,
thank God.
and gave you one of the scrolls.
That's all I cared about.
I already
Okay.
deleted the other scroll from your inventory. So you have one of the scrolls and the wand. Kyoho also has her ring, and Callaghan has his shield. Also, you might notice in your inventory once you open your inventory that you also have a shit ton of platinum, which was your payment. So you have nearly 4,000 gold currently.
Demir's gonna be living large.
Yes. Natasha, well, through her butler, also told you that you have that she might take a few weeks to get you the next job. So you all decided to head back to Westreach, and we're actually going to start with you waking up in the morning after spending the night at the Wounded Soldier. So,
How much was for the night? 4 silver?
3 silver.
3 silver. Okay.
I already took off 3 silver from you, Demir. From your ungodly amount. Do you realize you're carrying 48 pounds of coins right now?
How will I ever live without those 3 silver? I'm gonna have to really start penny pinching, copper pinching.
Ah, yes, of course. But yes. So, this is now the time where I believe Callaghan and Edward, you're going for the meeting with Catherine, yes?
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else wishes to go with them if Edward allows, or do you just want to go do your own thing? Yoho's just going to do her own thing.
Edward opened up the invitation for everyone interested. It's not that big of a deal.
All right. So
Demir has stuff to do, and I need to do it with.
Demir just says, "Fuck you guys, I'm out." All right.
Can Callaghan? So normally Callaghan be wearing his armor. After having slept on it, rather that he's like, oh my god, I'm meeting up with Ed and the lady I had romance with. It's gonna be him, her, and there's gonna be me. 3 seats at the table. He's gonna be mulling it over. He's gonna be thinking about how he's gonna be the odd man out of a couple and stuff like that. So he's going to dress in his 3-piece suit that he wore to the ball, as he's very nervous and doesn't know what to wear.
Poor thing.
But he's not going to realize that he's third wheeling on someone's date.
All right.
If that's okay.
That's totally fine. I just want to know, Emrys, are you gonna stick with Demir, or are you gonna do your own thing, or are you gonna go with Edward and Callaghan?
I'll just ask that in character, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
Demir,
Yes, Simris.
are there any material components
Ow.
Demir, are you okay? It sounds like you're having some respiratory issues.
It's almost
Oh,
like
I'm completely silent from my end. Is this what happened?
Sorry, it just started going like.
yeah,
Oh, my bad.
it's like you're rubbing your mic all up in something.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
don't know what happened.
Right. Will you be looking to purchase any any materials for your spells or research?
Yeah, I don't believe so. I have to review some of these various new spells I will be trying to transcribe into my own book, but I think for the most part I should be fine. It will take, of course, a good chunk of time for me to even do so, and
I
it's going to take up a good chunk of my time and, well, my new money.
I see. Well, there were some ingredients that I was hoping to procure, and I was wondering if you might be able to assist me with your. Well, you may be more. You may provide some insight which I had not considered.
Oh, well, I'm certainly happy to help, however I may be. You need me to uh, go locate and purchase them for you, or?
Well, I after that encounter with the the angel and with the creature that was beyond that portal, I I wish to contact um my own patron, but well, it's not a straightforward um process, and I was wondering if you'd be able to assist me in figuring out the materials I might require to conduct such a ritual.
Oh,
And I'm fully aware it may be dangerous. Callaghan has informed me, and he has assured me that uh, he will assist me as well when it comes to the ritual.
by all means, Immerse, I am happy to assist. We definitely have a good chunk of time ahead of us to spend. I will certainly need all of it for my own personal to-do list, so happy to help however I can.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. So out of character, that will be essentially Demir helping Emrys figure out that they need specifically a pickled tentacle and an eyeball in a platinum inlaid vial worth at least 400 GP.
I know this spell.
What spell is this?
Not telling.
It's a secret.
You're not telling? Okay. You're not telling the
I see how-
DM.
You could just look at my sheet.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
mean,
doing. Shut up. Oh, I know
Out
this
of
spell.
character. Out of character, as soon as Osio started asking about material components, I was like, oh, I know what he's gonna ask for. I know what spell he's thinking about.
Yeah, and I know why you know. Anyway, great. Okay, so let's split this up first.
party? Split
Yes,
party?
yes, split the party. Yes, I know.
Our
Also,
favorite thing.
yes, it is. Unfortunately, also Kyoho is indeed doing her own thing. So we're going with. Actually, let's see who would get there first. Okay, so Callaghan and Edward, you reach the court of Maul. You reach the court of Maul. You do see there is a sword of Maul who is standing guard and approaches you. Well, you approach him. Suit your business. You here for a trial?
No, we have an appointment with Shield Catherine.
Oh, right, right. Head on up. It's the. You know what? I'll take you. I'll take you. I'll personally take you To shield Catherine, yes. And turns around, follow me. And he starts walking. And he seems a bit nervous as he's taking you through the halls of the court, until he reaches a door and knocks. Oh, shield Catherine. There is a. There are two gentlemen here. They say they have an appointment. And immediately you hear from the inside, just let them in. And he opens the door. And instead of letting you inside, he stands in front of Shield Catherine. The name is Jensen.
Edward opens the door and gets inside.
Oh, and just fixes his collar. And just right, right, and he just you ruined the moment. And he just leaves. Callaghan, I assume you enter with Edward.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Absolutely, 100%.
Callaghan, this is your first time seeing Shield Catherine. As you go inside, you see sitting behind the desk is a woman. She seems to be in her either late 20s, early 30s. She has long blonde hair, however, it's tied up into a ponytail. And she has a very beautiful face. However, you do notice some scars, smaller scars from her neck, and one now that she has her hair up, one that goes from her ear down to under her chin, almost, and well, not fully under her chin, but almost there. And the most striking thing is that she has one red eye and one green eye. Blue eye, yes. One blue eye and one red eye. And a seemingly permanent scowl on her face as she looks you over. And then she looks back down at her papers and puts them away as she leans back. And you notice she's not wearing her armor, or vestments of the church. She's mainly wearing a loose shirt, and seems to be more of a comfy garbs. You do see her armor to the side, being not on display, but basically over a mannequin. And she signals for you two to sit down. There's a chair on the other side of her desk. So, right. So, first of all, who's your friend? Second of all, what do you want, Edward?
Catherine, this is Callaghan. Callaghan, this is Catherine. Callaghan here, and this, just gentle smack on the back of Callaghan. Callaghan here is a great fan of Maul. He's a terrific guy, and I think you could nudge him in the right direction, church-wise.
Ed, we're part of the same church. Do you get that right?
Yeah, I knew that.
I know she doesn't seem like me, but she also worships Maul.
Yeah, ain't that great.
Edward.
How alike does she seem like the other shields that I've met, and kind of like all the other Maulites?
I mean, she has that no nonsense, serious look to her that a lot of the shields and inquisitors seem to have.
In that case, Callaghan, he probably was pretty nervous going up and like, wow, this must be like a big wig taking over Justice Locke. Like, holy shit, like this is she's the big cheese now. seeing that she's quiet like the others, he kind of just relaxes immediately and kind of goes to his normal kind of like sub dog sort of like persona, like kind of shrugs off the top bit of his suit and just kind of holds instead, and he's just wearing like the shirt and the pants now.
Uh-huh.
He's just like, hey, you're Catherine, is it?
Shield Catherine, yes.
Shield Catherine, might be, of course. My name's Callaghan. Myself and Ed. We're friends. We're buddies as such.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Hello.
It's Dirge, by the way. Callaghan Dirge. That's my surname. I don't know if you asked or not, but that's it.
I didn't, but thank you for telling me.
You're welcome. Myself and Ed here were discussing before we were going to meet up with you, and yeah, if at any point you need to go, we totally understand. And if either of us need to leave, we just wanted you to know that we're individuals, right, Ed?
Callaghan,
Yeah, buddy. What is it?
stop it. Just that.
I am...
She knows. She can. Sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
very confused. However, he does seem more... He does seem like your friend, Edward. The
Edward
type that
goes
would be
very
your friend.
serious. Edward stays very serious when she says that. Yeah. So, Callaghan, yesterday you said something very curious. You're from Walgate, right?
Yeah.
Terrific. Catherine, me and Brom, when we separated in Walgate, and that's why I came to you. There is a cannibal cult settled in Walgate that has chased me from the Old Kingdom. And I don't want anything to do with that. Just letting you know to send some of your foot soldiers and see what you can find.
Yes, of course, Edward. I'll just task a special force to go look for these supposed cannibal cults that...
Really?
She just stares at you. Edward, if I am going to send people, I need more than your word, which, let's be honest, counts for shit.
They ate wrong.
Okay. That's sad. Admittedly. I still don't know what I'm going to do with just that information.
I mean, Callaghan, have you heard anything from your time there? Did you know about any of these activities? Sorry.
Give me a moment. I think I might need to make a history check, or
You don't actually remember anything about a cannibal cult, no.
would I know anything about kind of like cannibalistic crimes within Woolgate?
Oh,
Or any kind of families that might have been associated with that?
sure. Roll history then.
Let's go history. That didn't work. Okay, so that's not working at all. Okay, sorry. Let me just close my character sheet.
Maybe just refresh. Maybe?
We just turn it on and off again, boys.
That's
Oh,
that's
my
usually
God.
how it works.
There
There we
are.
go.
Yeah.
11. I mean, when you were there, like 15 years ago, that was this story you heard about this dude who was homeless and then he ate someone's face. And then your dad told you not to go out at night because a homeless dude would eat your face. But you're not sure if it was kind of like trying to scare you as a kid or if a dude actually ate someone's face.
So the idea that like cannibalism wouldn't be a thing in Woolgate at all.
Not without a lot of bath salts, apparently.
What?
Not without a lot of bath
It
salts.
was a good joke.
Yes.
Hey, I made it too.
Yeah, I know.
I deserve credit.
That's where I got the idea.
So sorry. Callaghan kind of shakes his head for a moment. He's like, honestly, man, I didn't really run in those kind of circles, but I just turn away from Kath and just look Ed like dead in the eyes or dead in his visor if he's still wearing his armor.
No, he's not. He's not wearing his armor.
What does Ed look like without his armor?
He has short hair. You know, not blonde, but very light brown. And he has green eyes.
And he's
Callaghan-
very pretty.
Oh,
Is he like
and
super scrawny?
shaved.
Like he has this massive armor, and underneath he's just like a toothpick.
No, he's Damn it, we have a saying in Portuguese. It's dry. I mean, do you say that in English? I've never
What?
heard it. Dry, tipo seco. Do you know what I mean? Like he's toned. He's not super muscle, but he's toned.
he has a
Does that
boxer
make
build.
sense?
He has a boxer build. So he
Okay.
yeah, he has so he has good muscle, but he doesn't have a big bulk.
Gotcha.
And he's pretty.
Okay.
And he shaves.
In that case, Callaghan just looks at him and is like, yo, listen, man. I'm more than happy to help you out, of course. Cannibalistic tribes, like, we can definitely take these guys down.
No, Callaghan. We can't. We're not gonna try. We can't. I'm not seeing you die, okay?
Bro, I'm Callaghan Dirge.
No, and I'm Edward and he was Brom. You can't win against him, Callaghan.
All right, buddy. There's something there. Well, I won't price you too much over it.
Thank you.
Well,
That's why I wanted the church.
Edward.
Oh shit, what about you?
Catherine, Edward. I suppose if you bring me solid proof that anything of the sort is happening, I'll be able to contact the branch in Walgate and have them look into it.
That's good enough for me.
But I'm gonna need solid proof.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
sorry. No, Ed, you go on. You go on.
No, go on, Callaghan. Please.
No, I appreciate that, bro. You know, you're always so accommodating with me butting in. Catherine, do you know the Wallgate chapter?
I know a couple of people, but not too well. No.
How are they doing?
Last I heard, they were doing just fine.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I don't know any of them though. Aha. Ed, as you were saying.
No, wait a moment. Callaghan, you're a worshipper of Mal, correct?
Some might say I'm the worshipper, but yeah, go on.
You hold power from him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you do too. But if you don't, obviously that's also cool. Like, don't worry about it. Like, Maul doesn't pick favorites or anything.
Uh-huh. You have considerable power, actually. I can see that.
Yeah, Callaghan, she knows like everything.
Edward, shut up.
It's so annoying.
Edward,
It is.
Edward, quiet. I'm talking to Callaghan.
Wait. Edward brings up a really good point. What? You know everything? Like, what sort of...
Like she looks at you and she can tell you what you had for breakfast. It's ridiculous.
She literally, Edward, she literally picks up her a weight, like a paperweight she has on their table, and she chucks it at your head.
He tries to block it, but goes quiet.
Oh no, she hit. It's a natural 19. No, just she hits you in the head. You take 1 point of damage. As she puts her finger in front of her lips. I believe I told you to shut up. Good boy.
Edward just thinks, I love you. He thinks, he doesn't say it.
Yeah. You're good boy. Callaghan, how come I've never heard of you?
What?
Well, someone of your power would easily be an inquisitor.
I'm sorry. Take a step. What did you say?
Calm
You don't have
down.
to answer, Callaghan.
Breathe.
What do you mean you've never heard of me? How long have you been at Westreach for? Everyone knows me. Ben knows me. Dan knows me. You've never heard of Callaghan D. Urge.
No.
Callaghan looks like
Should I?
visibly flustered over this. Am I not like... Has no one... Catherine, how long... No one's mentioned me at all?
In the week and a half that I've been... week that I've been here, not really.
Fucking most of the people at Westreach know who I am.
Well, I haven't heard about you.
Did you guys not notice anything that I do?
Callaghan, this is the first time I've ever not only laid eyes on you, but even heard of your name.
I mean, okay, well that's clearly on you because everyone here knows me. Okay, I totally introduce myself and I take out my mini book of them all and open the first page, which Justice Locke signed in session 20. In session 22.
Did he sign session 22 underneath his name?
Obviously.
That's the date that they have it here in Telia. They don't go by days or months, they go by sessions. I'm like, clearly, see, Justice Locke knows me.
Oh, how cute. You have one of the children version of the Book of Maul.
Oh my god, she done it. Oh, she's done it.
Cal just probably just goes quiet, pockets his book. I was like, oh, well, I feel flustered for him. We're gonna make a wisdom check to see what he does. Okay. He keeps level-headed.
Okay.
He's just like, Shield Catherine. I would say it was a pleasure meeting you, or an honor for that matter. But I'll catch you back at the soldier, and he just walks out.
Before you go, Callaghan, Do you stop?
He's gone. Oh shit! I'm forced to stop. Okay.
No. Do you? As you stand up, she says, before you go, do you leave and ignore her, or do you stop?
Hell no. Callaghan has enough self-respect and lack of lack of good intuition to stop at like a superior officer's like order. He just walks on.
Yeah, Edward, you just see her. She raises her finger and she goes, "Before you go." And Callahan walks out, and she keeps her finger raised, kind of. For the first time, you see her confused.
What do you mean for the first time? She's always confused.
This really left her dumbfounded because she did not expect him to just walk away. Your friend, his faith is strong, but I can see why he's not an inquisitor.
Yeah. Catherine, you can be very hard to deal sometimes. Can you just admit that?
I do not. Did I do something wrong?
He showed you the Justice Lock signature and you made fun of him and his book. I mean,
But it is Child's book.
it is, but just because something is the truth doesn't mean you just have to say it, you know?
Do you want me to lie?
Okay. No, that you can just not say it.
Either way, Edward, what else do you want from me?
How's your sister?
She's fine.
Good. So, 3 things. 1, do you know a good blacksmith?
No.
Okay. 2, can I teach the soldiers, and he does air quotes, around here how to properly fight?
You want to teach people how to fight?
Yeah, I know. I took a look at that guy who escorted us, and I was not impressed.
Roll me a persuasion.
Gonna use the
The hero point? Yeah, I figured. No, we're fine, Edward.
Yeah, you're not fine, but whatever. Okay, so it turns out it's 4 things.
Oh my. Okay.
Um,
My time is very limited.
yeah, I know. I feel a little sick still after the depetrification. You think you could cast that thing again on me? I'll gladly pay for it.
I forgot to mention. No. It should be 3 things because I forgot to mention this, Edward. After spending the night, you recover 1 point per long rest. That's what. So you've already recovered 2 points because you've had 2 long rests.
Okay, so he does not say that.
Yeah, I completely forgot to mention that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. 3rd thing, when are you free for dinner?
Never. Go away. And she immediately pulls back the papers and begins to write something.
Yeah, and it just goes away.
Okay. Very well. So, Callaghan, you go to the tavern?
No, I think Callaghan's gonna just like make the rounds and he's gonna go up and down and shit like that. Like he's gonna be pacing up and down like the works. Maybe he ends up in like a certain district where possible. Like, is there a publication district anywhere near?
All right, I'll handle that afterwards. But first, I just wanted to know if you would have encountered Edward when you left or not. All right, so we're gonna jump to Demir and Amaris. So, Amir and Emrys, tell me exactly what you're looking for while the others are going to the Court of Mal.
Okay. Wait, is this the? Oh no, this was the next day, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the next day. This is before you go into the downtime.
Yeah. So Demir and Emrys have been figuring out what Emrys needs, and what Emrys needs is specifically a pickled tentacle and an eyeball in a platinum inlaid vial worth at least 400 GP.
Mm-hmm.
But in character, basically, they're looking for some kind of place that supplies these kind of obscure magical ingredients,
All right.
and magic
Magic
stores in
RS.
general.
Magic
Yeah,
RS. All right.
Magic RS, haven't you been?
Okay, so either one of you rolls with advantage, or one of you rolls, or both of you roll investigation as you're trying to figure out if there is a location for stuff like that.
It's probably best if I roll with advantage.
Probably.
6.
$18. Okay. So, there's Westreach is a big place. So there's a few places where you can buy stuff like that, but if you're really going for the magically inclined stuff, you got Nicholas Potions and Lotions. It is one of the biggest potions places. Like it's an actual master alchemist. Of the Amusing Quill. It's basically a place for scrolls. It sometimes does have the material components for certain spells because they do need it for making scrolls. And you also have the Blind Unicorn, which is the premier. It advertises itself as the premier enchanter of Westreach. Usually, they also sell material components. They sell enchantments, and they also possess rare magical artifacts. Possibly, maybe.
What was the first place? The potion place?
Potions and
I'm just writing it
lotions.
Nicholas Potions and Lotions.
Okay. Well, as far as what we might need, it's not necessarily a potion per se. I mean, I think that this probably falls more so under, I don't know,
Lotion.
perhaps. Well, it could be, but
Well, it's an unusual artifact, but what was the Amusing Quill? Was that like
scrolls and
Scrolls.
then like material components that might be needed to make the scrolls.
Yeah, there's a lot of inks and material components for the spell specifically and whatnot.
probably the Amusing Quill then is our best bet out of character. But
Yeah, I would say that's probably the best thing, because while at least the vial thing is kind of like potion themed, potions are like a very different thing than spells. So that's probably what I was going to suggest to try first.
All right. Do you want to go to the Amusing Quill?
I think so, yeah.
All right. So you head to the Amusing Quill. All three of these are in the high district. So in the rich part of town. Demir, we can hear you typing.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just it's a little loud. It's fine.
Sounds more like kind of tapping a tune than typing, like
Yeah.
on the desk.
Sure.
That's really weird. I'm not sure why my mic is being so sensitive, but
It's fine. It's fine. It happens. All right. So you go to the Musing Quill. The Musing Quill is all three of them are in the higher district, but the Musing Quill is actually now that I keep forgetting I have this. Give me a second. There we go. The good old Westreach map.
Hey, it's been too long.
It's been too long indeed. All right, so in Hightown, right around this area.
My Westreach map is just like a corner of Westreach. I don't know if that anyone else has that problem.
you scroll out.
No.
What?
Hang on.
Maybe.
Oh no, it's working now. Never mind.
Refreshed.
I don't know why it was doing that.
All
I'm
right.
definitely missing. We're definitely missing the red squiggle of rubble.
I know. I just deleted it because I still
They
had it
fixed
on.
it, remember?
Yeah, they fixed it. They've been fixing it. Fixing the problem. Yeah, so you go to the Amusing Quill. It's on the southern part of Hightown, the northern part of Hightown. And as you get there, you see there's this old dwarf that's like leaning forward over a scriber's desk and just pushing down what seems to be different sized glasses with glasses. Basically, they have different lenses that he can move up and down. The whole shop is covered in scrolls and books. Like the shelves are packed to the brim. That there's a few tables. They have just stacks and stacks of books. As you walk in, you step on a couple of books as well that are on the ground. But he just looks to the side. Let you on. Out with
Give me
it.
a sec. Demir, is he speaking a different language?
I don't. Is it an accent, perhaps?
Out with it.
I think it's an accent. Sir, we are here looking for some material components. For a spell for my friend here? Would you perchance be able to assist?
You want a spell? I got spells. I got scrolls.
Yes. We're looking for do you have you have tentacles?
He looks down. I have tentacles, lad.
Well, not attached to your body, but like in stock for use with spells.
I might be able to procure some.
A pickled one, specifically.
So weird fucking spell you got writing.
Yes, it is unusual.
I might be able to order one. I have connections.
Thank you. And in addition to that, this is also unusual, but an eyeball.
Oh, I have one of those.
Yes, I'm sure you do. Do you have not one attached to your body that you can sell to us? It doesn't have to be from a sentient race.
Yes,
Just
that's what I'm
from any-
saying. I'm not gonna sell you my fucking eyes.
Right, yes. The eyeball doesn't have to be pickled, but
I got a few pickled ones for my spells. And you see him struggle out of the chair and walks over to a cabinet and opens it up. Takes out what seems to be a jar full of this yellowish liquid, and then he shows it to you. There's this very human-esque eyeball floating in it.
I'm sure that would suffice.
Hey,
Though it and the tentacle would need to be preserved within a vial, a platinum inlaid vial to
all right. I can get all of that. It'll cost you though.
how much?
400.
100
400.
of 400. 400 what?
Gold lot.
Right. I understand.
If you
That,
have the coin for it.
yes. Well,
Pay up front.
perhaps you could consider, since we are right, 400 gold. Emrys awkwardly hands over 400 gold. Well, 40 platinum, basically.
Demir's just watching, like, awkwardly from a distance. This kind of like.
Emrys is
Demir already
trying.
isn't really good at conversing with people. So the fact that all this going on, he's just like taking a step back.
He's
Yeah.
trying real hard.
Emrys, he grabs your wrist and then pulls you closer, looks at the coins in your hand. It's fucking platinum, is it? And he just takes the platinum. You get off walking around with platinum.
We just got paid, so
Adventurer type, huh?
yes, actually.
It's good lad. Okay. Come back tomorrow and I'll be able to get you your things.
Thank you.
Aye.
Demir, was there anything that you needed?
Yes. Do you have?
Is that a fucking Oni?
Yes. Yes, I am.
You're a tall lad.
I hear that a lot. Do you perchance
We don't sell swords here.
Oh no, I was looking for calligrapher tools for scribing spells.
You know how to write.
Yes, I do.
Oh. Amazing. Stares at you for
Yes.
a moment.
Oh, right. Yes. Well, calligrapher's tools for I believe for.
Aye, I can get you a
scrolls.
brush. I can get you a brush and some ink.
Well, I specifically need tools to be able to create spell scrolls.
You know you need to do magic to do spell scrolls, right, lad?
Yes, quite, and I am.
My friend here is very skilled at such things.
And only that knows magic.
Indeed.
Yes.
That's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Come on, lad.
Demir is quite brilliant.
Oh, all right. And he brings out a box. It's literally just a wooden crate. He just plumps it down on the counter. Has a couple of brushes, a couple of different inkwells, and you have some material components that you use for making for the special inks. So you use this to mix with the ink, and you create, depending on the spell. If you're using an evocation spell, you're going to need this type of ink, but it need this material. But if it's an illusion spell, you're going to need this, and you're going to need a bit of water as well. And he starts explaining it to you, what you need. All in very really
Emrys-
detailed.
Emrys is nodding along.
Does Demir know this stuff already, or is this actually new for him?
I mean, you tell me, would Demir know? Does he have proficiency in calligrapher's tools?
He does not.
Then he
so
would not
probably
know.
not.
He would not know this. He knows like the bare basics, but he wouldn't know this. This is all new to him.
Okay, then he's gonna be taking notes. It's like, oh, I see. Understood.
Yeah. You're a fast learner, aren't you, lad?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Alright, that'll put you on for 25 gold.
Oh, yes, quite. All right, I'll pay that.
Good lad.
Yeah.
And if you need materials specific for each spell, you just gotta tell me, and I'll get them for you.
Oh, thank you. That is very helpful. Thank you.
All right.
And then out of out of character, what's so the? Oh yeah, now I found them.
What?
Do you know where I would also find for tools for tattoos, for spell rot tattoos?
Want fucking spell out tattoos now, do ya?
Yes.
He immediately wrinkles his brow. Yeah. That shite takes no class. Make a beautiful scroll, and anyone can use it. You want a tattoo? A shitty tattoo, just a few words on your body that vanishes once you use it. Fuck it.
Yes, quite so. I mostly trying to just expand my knowledge and experience.
Fuck that. Just make a
Scrolls
scroll, lad.
Quite. For curiosity's sake, do you know there's no low brow purveyors of spell rot tattoo
Listen.
here?
Try the blind unicorn. She might know how to do it. Probably does. He's a bit of a shite.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I
Aye.
greatly appreciate it. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you again.
Aye. Need scrolls. Know where to get it?
Indubitably.
Now fuck off. I need to work. He just waddles back to his desk.
Tamir awkwardly walks away.
All right.
Oh, one more thing.
For fuck's sake. What?
I can not ask if you would prefer.
What?
As you have noticed, we are carrying around a large amount of coin, and I was just wondering whether it's possible to procure an item that might allow us to carry large amounts of objects within a relatively small space. Whatever you might call such a thing.
I make scrolls.
Yes, I was wondering if you might be able to give us some pointers where we could.
No.
I
Try
see.
a bank.
Right. Thank you.
Aye. Now fuck
Once
off!
they depart. Yes, right. So, well, once they depart, Hero say, I believe we might be able to find such an item. Chance at this blind unicorn place. I'd like to head there anyways myself, so be worth a venture.
Yes, I had the thought, seeing that portal we encountered. I wondered whether it might, and hearing of this other space in which the goblins resided, I wondered whether something like that exists on a smaller scale. It must have
I
originated
do
somewhere.
believe that talking with the Pathfinders, that their wizard who activated the portal even had such a thing that was carrying their magic items with them. So I definitely think it is a thing. A chance not even as rare as you might think.
Yes, it's worth looking into, which is why I was curious. Well, shall we check out this? Shall we investigate the unicorn? What was it?
Yes, blind unicorn. I think
The blind unicorn. I see.
that'd be an excellent choice.
Alright.
All right, I think we're gonna look for the blind unicorn.
So you head towards the blind unicorn, and it's very close by. So you do find this very gaudy and very how do I put it? Very obvious building. It's a small shop, but it has several colors painted all around it. It's like someone painted it blue and then realized they wanted other colors and just painted part of it other colors at different times. There's a big sign that has a unicorn, very beautifully painted unicorn, just over the door. And there's several flowers of all kinds all around the entrance, and it does say the beautiful blind unicorn.
Well,
And-
this
Yes.
After you, members.
certainly. Emrys will go in first.
As you enter inside, you see a human female. Seems to be in her 50s or so. Her hair is multicolored, just like the building. She has this tiara around her head that ends with a single horn coming out of the middle, almost like a unicorn. It's a white, small horn. And she has robes that are multicolored as well. They seem to have been white at one point, but then all the paint just stuck and she never changed. And she turns around and you hear a lot of bells as her hair is just full of tiny bells. She goes, "Welcome! Welcome to the beautiful blind unicorn. What can I do for you?"
I think we both had some things we were interested in. I was wondering if you would know where I might find. I'm in search of a magical artifact of some kind that might be able to store objects within,
Huh.
large amounts of objects for practical purpose.
Interesting. Interesting. I might have some blueprints of something of the sort. I'll have to check. Anything
And
else you wish me to see?
Image kind of looks to Demir.
Yes, I was wondering if you were knowledgeable and possessed the tools required to write out spell rot tattoos.
Oh, those I make all the time, sweetheart. What do you need?
Well, I was more so hoping if you perhaps possess the tools that I could be able to
Oh, you want the
use and
needle. I see. Well, I believe I can provide you with one of mine. You know how to make. And she walks over to you and she like taps your chest and like starts moving her fingers up your chest. You're very tall compared to her. It's like, oh, aren't you full of surprises, my dear?
yes, I hear that a lot.
Very handsome too, I might say.
Demir's red face stays the same color, but that's
And as her fingers reach almost to your face, she snaps her fingers, and you see a needle. Um, it's longer than a normal sewing needle, but you also see there's several inscriptions all around it, and has uh, a red line that goes all the way almost to the tip. And she goes, one of these should suffice. You only need to use inks that you would use for any spell scroll, but apply them with this. I can depart from mine for 30 gold.
sorry. How much did
30
was it?
gold.
Oh, 30 gold, you say?
Yes.
Demir, these are you sure about are you going to be getting a tattoo?
It's a more complicated than that. They're temporary, I guess, in some way, shape, or form.
Yes, they are temporary. Think of them as spell scrolls, only applied to your skin, and you can use them. For example, I could make one for you, my dear. Maybe, let's say, a little cantrip. Apply it to your skin, and whenever you need to activate it, you only think about it, and the spell will manifest.
That is quite curious.
Of course, they vanish after being used once, but still, quite strong. Especially for those without magic. Although neither of you seem like the type that do not possess magic.
Well, I am somewhat learned in the arts, of course.
Aren't
Emery
you
says,
adorable?
humbly bragging.
Uh-huh. She just pinches your cheek. Aren't you adorable?
Yes. Well, Demir. So, Demir, are you trying to do these tattoos yourself?
That is the plan. Yes.
I didn't realize you were an artist, Demir.
I'm not, but
Oh,
there's time for everything.
well, Just, I would prefer not to be your first subject then.
Oh, don't worry, Marissa. I would not subject you to that, and so
Not that I'm saying you would be bad, but I'd like to
I
see how good you are at tattoos before I commit to such a thing.
Yes, quite so. Anyways, how much you said? 25 gold?
30 gold for the needle.
Yes. Very well.
As for you, my dear, I do possess something that I might be able to create. A sack of sorts. It's more like a pouch.
No, you cut out of it.
Might be able to make something. A sack, well, more like a pack that stores, let's say, a lot of materials.
I see that would be exactly the sort of item I was searching for.
Indeed. It will cost you a fair bit of gold, though.
How much would you
Well,
um
considering all the work that I have to put in, the help that I need to procure the materials, it'll run you at about 3,000 gold. And I can have it ready in, let's see, 20 days.
I see. You mentioned procuring the materials.
Indeed. Very specific materials that I have to. I have connections.
I see. Hmm. I will have to return to you.
Of course, it's not a sum that anyone anyone is capable of having on themselves. There is no need to be embarrassed, okay, sweetheart? And she pinches your cheek again.
That's not the.
Demir speaks in or Demir casts real quick whatchamacallit, a message to Emrys saying, flash it, flash it.
Emrys is just like, pardon?
Demir doesn't say anything, he just is quiet.
Yes, I will return when I have decided.
Of course, my dear. Take your time. It's not a sum that is easily achieved. She pats your head again. What about you, handsome? And she turns towards the mirror. Interested in any enchantments of any sort?
Emrys is kind of grumbling to themselves. Like, totally get that money.
Not today. Perhaps I'll be in town for a while. Perhaps I will visit sometime.
Very well. I'll be here, waiting for you, and she gives you a wink.
Oh, yes, quite. Well then.
Alright. So
Demir's awkwardly starts to walk away again.
So you pay for the needle. And
Okay, so the needle was 30, and what is it I bought for 25? Or is it?
yes, 25 gold for the tools.
Okay. Do the tools have a name or the?
It's just calligrapher's tools.
Okay.
They still double as calligrapher's tools. So you leave, and we're gonna jump to Callaghan. You said you were looking for a place. What? Sorry. In Callaghan.
Dusk.
Buddy. Dusk. Hi.
I muted myself, and that's why my hotkey wasn't working. I
Aha.
not aware that would happen, and that's fair enough. Monologued on my own. What I now feel is a little awkward now. He more or less just goes off to like the local newspaper for West Reach.
There is no newspaper.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well,
That just means he has to make one.
that just means that
We know what Callaghan's doing in his downtime.
starting up his own newspaper. No, Callaghan is obviously like super annoyed, and he's like really like it's kind of like a wound to his ego
Mm-hmm.
over the fact that he's never been heard of and no one mentioned him in the entirety of the Court of Mall. And he's kind of like almost shocked at himself for being upset because he never thought of like the validation of like the guys of the Court of Mall mattering anything at all to him, but somehow it is, and he's obviously like very very annoyed. Yeah, I suppose he doesn't do anything maybe he doesn't do anything particular in that day, but he does kind of start ruminating of like the two major things that he wants to do. Like the first thing is that he wants to prove not to the Court of Mall but to the people of West Reach that he is a positive figure.
Mm-hmm.
So to go what we discussed before the session, he might start like generating kind of like public knowledge on like kind of like like the reconstruction efforts. He's probably going to look into like who's helping set up like Seven Rocks again. He's probably going to try and reach out for Baron Gross, and then the other thing that I wanted to set up was kind of like that outreach program for people who were kind of in need or kind of like down that look in terms of like skills and stuff, and gonna like set that up within West Reach, and that's probably what he's going to do for the rest of his downtime.
Okay.
Whatever money might be necessary for that. Which I know is like 2 to 3 kind of big things that I really feel could probably be glossed over if you want to run a scenario for them. That's also okay.
No, that's totally fine. Okay. So, but during this day, just to finish off this day, he's just walking around grumbling and seeing what he can do for the next while. Correct?
He probably ends up in the Seven Rocks, and he ends up kind of looking around and being like, fuck Catherine. I can. Sorry. Fuck Catherine. I can probably do whatever. I could do a lot more to help out. Just go from there.
Very fair. Edward, after you leave Catherine's office, anything special you do for this day?
No, he's just going to look for my dog walked in. Sorry, he's just going to look for a blacksmith to repair his armor.
Okay. Your armor, it was 1 AC because of the acid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your armor, it can be fixed for 50 gold. It's gonna take a couple of days, but
Okay.
It's fixable.
Okay, I'm just going to take off the money now so I don't forget.
Okay. So
I'll give him 5 platinum.
Sure. He's very surprised by the platinum. But all right, so you all return to the wounded soldier, and Goho left a note saying she's going to do her own thing. Shut up, guys. Bye. But you all return to the wounded soldier. Is there anything you wish to talk to each other, speak to each other, discuss in character before the downtime begins?
Other than
Not that personally. Go on, please. Sorry, Cal.
no. You go ahead this time. You go ahead this time.
I was just saying that Edward won't discuss anything personally. That's it. But thank you.
Cool, because Callum definitely does want to bring something up with Ed. Other than that, so I suppose the first one I was going to say, like, if Emrys is going to start making moves to contacting their patron, Callum definitely would like to kind of like just keep an eye on that, like an overall kind of like an ear out, maybe pass it on to Demir, being like, so Demir, I know you're off. We're kind of talking like maybe Emrys would need like bodyguards in terms of contacting anyone outside of our realm of existence. Casey agrees.
Given what I've spoken with Emrys about and conjuring a rough idea, I don't think that Virgo will necessarily bring upon anything hostile, but it's at least Bruce should have company the first time that they attempt this thing.
Yeah, like it's not that I don't trust.
I'm not worried about their safety per se. More so, just that it's definitely something beyond my knowledge and range of expertise.
Yeah, like for me, like I don't want to tell them who they can or can't bring home to the party, but it's like it's good to kind of vet them and make sure that that they're hanging out with the right crowd and such.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well then.
After that awkward parent to parent talk.
Demir's just having one awkward conversation after another today.
Well, it is the mirror.
Those when Demir brought back those needles like for tattooing and stuff like that. Is that kind of like what the idea was, like or is that kind of like how it appears?
Well, to you, they are very It's a very embellished needle, unless you're
Well,
told what it is.
would Callaghan notice Demir bringing them back?
Oh, easily, because Callaghan notices everything.
I was gonna say, what does Callaghan not notice?
It's the only thing. It's everything other than that. Like I don't know if Demir brings it back kind of like stealthily. Callaghan wouldn't bother fucking prying.
No, Demir, it's just like Demir basically just puts it with his stuff. Like he's not necessarily like hiding it or anything.
In that case, Callaghan decides talking about tattoos to Demir if they're like alone together, like in the bar during the morning breakfast. Like they both get up early. He's just like, so you sleeves, huh?
I like to imagine that Demir and Callaghan are having a complete conversation, like seamless transitions, but they're talking about completely different types of tattoos.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's got to be it.
Because neither understands that the other one is referring to something different.
Yep. Callaghan is talking about Yakuza tattoos, while the mirror is talking about the Oni tattoos, which are very different things. But yes.
I also imagine they're both like really awkwardly trying to like discuss it. Like it's like one of those like, yeah, so this like, aha, yeah, so this, ah, yeah.
Awkward
This.
friends are the best friends.
Trying to be interested in each other's hobbies. But no, yeah, I suppose the main thing is that kind of like the like corner or not corner, but like maybe catch Ed at an off moment during the downtime period.
All right, can definitely do that. Right, let's jump to downtime then. If no one has anything else they want to say before we start the downtime week, the first week of downtime. Who wants to go first?
I can go first. Mine's fairly simple.
All right. Before that, before that,
Go on.
tell me your lifestyle for this week. So, you have different types of lifestyle, right? You can. Let me just get the lifestyles. Expenses. There we go. So, you have wretched, squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, and aristocrat. Each of you, this lifestyle, your lifestyle basically determines the level of comfort that you're getting. Currently, staying at the inn, the Wounded Soldier, is basically a modest lifestyle. It doesn't really provide you with anything. You just stay at the inn and you get decent food. The inn isn't really super anything special, but it's livable. You can also get a comfortable lifestyle, which costs a little, slightly more money, but you get your own. You rent out a little place for yourself, where you have your private room. Uh, Basically, you can rent out a home or get a private room at a more a finer inn in Hightown. You can also get a wealthy lifestyle, which is basically you rent out a bigger home. You go to the finest inn, for example. It's like the 5-star hotel in Westreach, and you live a really good life for this week. Or an aristocratic, which is basically you live like a noble. You spend money like a noble, but you live like a noble. Do you have preferences for what you wanna do with all that money?
Well, I mean, Emrys might gravitate towards comfy,
Okay.
but we'll be fine with modest if that's what like everyone else is doing.
Callaghan's probably going to go for the Wounded Soldier.
Okay, that would be modest if you're staying at the Wounded Soldier. Basically, you're sharing a room with someone at this crappy but familiar inn, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. But with that, I think what was above modest again? Was that
Comfortable.
comfortable? I almost feel as if depending on how busy things get, he might start like tipping or adding money to what he pays to almost like try and upgrade the Wounded Soldier.
I'm going to
To
tell you
point-
right now, there's no upgrading the Wounded Soldier. It's already as upgraded as you can get.
Well, maybe we can upgrade from the Wounded Soldier to just the on the mend soldier.
Well, there are other inns in town. Mostly the better ones than the Wounded Soldier would be in Hightown, but there are other inns you can stay at. Like I said, you can also rent a small home or something like that. Totally up to you. So, Callaghan, you want to stay at the Wounded Soldier?
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just that idea of like gravitating to what feels most comfortable.
Okay. Edward.
Sorry, muted myself.
Haha.
Edward will live in the Wounded Soldier, but in the middle of the week, this is going to be an extra expense. He's going to throw a big Darman celebration.
Okay. You're not gonna do that in the Wounded Soldier, and
No,
that's
not in the Wounded Soldier.
okay. Okay.
That's going to be one night. Just letting you know that that's going to be
Okay.
one of the expenses later on. But
Okay.
he's going to live on the Wounded Soldier.
Sure. Okay. Demir. What about you?
Demir will also say the Wounded Soldier modest, but you also like vocalize that like in general that they don't necessarily have to all stand at the same place or together. Just because I was just talking earlier about maybe gravitating more towards one or the other, and Yoho is probably just I don't know gonna live in the woods or some shit. So, but he's gonna choose to just stay modest.
Okay. And Emrys, is you're gonna stay at the Wounded Soldier then, or are you gonna go to another inn by yourself?
Hang on. So who's staying at the Wounded Soldier?
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay, yeah. Emrys will also stay at the Wounded Soldier.
All right. You frugal bastards. All right.
Gotta pinch pennies.
If
Listen.
anyone else had been like living more finely than Emrys would, but Emrys doesn't want to like do that. Emrys doesn't want to just like get another place on their own.
Uh-huh. Listen. This does not surprise me because every time there's downtime activities with every single group I've run, everyone just goes modest. And some try to one up me and go, I can live wretched, which is completely free and have no consequences
so
because I'm
awful.
awesome.
That was so awful, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I make
the
you
diseases
pay for that shit.
Lil's got. Hey, it wasn't me.
It was Lil's.
Lil's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got like 2 diseases, got all her shit stolen. It was pretty bad, but she chose it.
In her defense, it made sense because her character grew up on the streets, so it kind of made sense.
Sure.
Yeah, but if you had the option and you grew up on the streets, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like go be a beggar even though I've earned money.
Yeah, that's the kinda of the sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, imagine just getting paid 320 platinum and then like, I'm just gonna live on the streets and beg for money and hope it doesn't all get stolen.
I can see Sev when he tells me what lifestyle he wants. No, she can live in the woods, so she doesn't have to pay anything. Dude.
That's what I'm assuming, so.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, you have almost 4,000 gold. You can afford it. But yes, all right. So either way, modest. So that's going to be 1 gold per day for each of you. So that's going to be 7 gold that you're going to pay. Just take it right off from your coin purse. Except for you, Edward, you pay an additional 10 gold. Actually, no, Edward.
Listen, just so we're clear, Edward's throwing an orgy, okay? With
Yeah,
music,
I know. That's what I'm checking because there's actually.
Yeah. Oh my god! I love it.
There's actually a cost for orgies. Is that what you're saying?
Everyone is invited, and Edward advertises it as a religious ceremony to honor Darman.
Okay. How many people are you inviting?
Just the party.
Just the party? Okay.
I mean,
wait, let me get this straight. So Edward is throwing a 5 person orgy.
No. There's going to be professionals.
Oh, so you're also
Okay.
also getting the professionals.
course.
How many professionals are you getting?
Depends on the amount of people that are going.
Oh, dear.
Well, you're not specifically telling them that it's going to be an orgy. The only thing you're saying
No.
is that it's going to be a Dharman celebration.
Yeah.
So I assume the others. Do you go to this Dharman celebration?
Nah,
Can
Callaghan
I
knows
roll-
exactly what that means.
I-
He
I-
Can
just-
I get the beer roll religion?
Sure.
God.
Roll
Unless-
religion, Demir.
and
Oh, you know.
You know, I have a lot of spells. I'm transcribing this entire spell book, and I'm also doing a lot of other things. I think I need to focus on my studies. I'm
Sure. You're lost to me.
flattered, really.
Next one, right?
Yes, quite so.
I'm gonna go right out and say that Kyoho does not attend, because we all know Kyoho is not going to attend. Yeah. Emrys.
this mainly depends on whether Emrys knows what it's gonna be.
Roll
Because if
religion.
Emrys knows what, if Emrys knows, then Emrys is not.
Callaghan definitely fills them in. For sure.
Callahan, roll a religion as well.
What? Surely. Callaghan.
Emrys is like, wow, a feast, a feast. That sounds wonderful.
And it's by a paladin, which means
Yeah.
it must be of the
And
most.
he's inviting so many guests.
Acolytes.
Callahan. You know Dharman is all about partying and eating and being happy. You don't know
Something that
this.
the mall strictly forbids.
Well, they are in fact opposing gods. But yeah, you do know they are all about celebrations and party. You don't know the specific types, but you know it's about celebration and party. So it's a celebration and party. So yeah,
I feel like he would know. You know, like it's just one of those things.
I mean,
that,
Edward did say what he was throwing when they were in Fabus's dungeon. He did say that. Callaghan was not there though, but Demir and Emrys were. Edward said it out loud and clear.
I just feel like based on
Well, I mean,
Wow.
I did roll a natural one, so I'm gonna just keep with that, and it's just Emrys probably forgot or something.
Okay.
it's more fun that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Demir knows, and Demir it's too awkward for our Demir to even share with the others.
Callahan, are you going?
Probably Kyoho gives him a look, and Demir just kind of like does like a subtle like shaking of his head, and that's the gist of it.
Callahan, you can choose not to go. It is still a celebration of Dharman, not Mal. So
Callaghan doesn't go not because he doesn't respect Ed or Darman, but because he's focused on his own like current goals. However, he does point Ed towards Lady Maria's. Do I have her establishment's name?
it was just a whorehouse.
Was it just called the whorehouse?
It was just a whorehouse.
We're not certain. Mama Dahlia's place.
Mama
Yeah.
Dahlia's. It's just
Yeah,
Mama
right.
Dahlia's.
I never asked for the Mama Dahlia's establishment's name. But
It's
that's
just
okay.
Mama Dahlia's.
Cool. Well, I went towards Mama Dahlia. And then I also advise Ed. Hey Ed, I know you're throwing a Darman party, and you know I think that's pretty cool. You know, you're keeping it tight with the rare ones. You're gonna need security at this thing though, correct?
Not really.
You probably will because you'll be busy. Am I right or am I right, my man?
You're right.
Hey, so I'm thinking I know the best of the best in Westreach when it comes to
Oh
security.
dear God.
I know. Me Spyro knows what you're gonna. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So who is it?
I think we
Who
all
is
know.
Callaghan?
Now,
Who is this
he is,
master?
he's a
of-
premium service. A premium being a P for platinum. Platinum's premium service. Be
Okay.
careful of your- But I'm willing to disclose my man's name and location to you.
All right. Does he work there?
He does. He does. However,
It's
he's a
settled.
member of the community. He's a member of the community. He's respected. He's loved. And most of all, no one fucks with this man. His name is the unfuckable Frankie.
Okay. Okay. All right. I will not fuck him.
Please don't. I view him almost as a son. For some reason, I really don't understand where my draw towards this gentleman is. However,
Okay.
he's
will-
your
I
man
will-
for the evening. He'll guard the place. Be sure to treat him well, though, okay? And Galen goes in for the handshake. Actually, I was going to ask Ed something as well. If that's okay if I can just jump in.
Yeah.
I'm not. This is hopefully in a different scenario other than the one where he's recommending. He's acting as a job reference for Frankie. This might be some other time. So, hey Ed, can I talk to you real quick if that's okay, just about something?
Anytime. Shoot, Callaghan.
Just a question. If you don't want to talk about it, that's totally fine. You know, like I just want you to know that you can like talk to any of us. But Braun,
Yeah. What about him?
Braun passed away from what I gathered, right?
No, he was eaten by cannibals because he was trying to help me.
Have you marked anywhere to say any prayers to Braun?
I have not. And that should be done.
What kind of person was Braun, can I ask?
What kind of what?
What kind of person was Braun?
He was. You can see with your perception, you know Edward is holding back a tear. He was the kind of friend who always had a gentle word, a joyful word. Um, he he always knew how to fix things. He always knew how to cheer me up. He knew how to talk to people. He was a good friend.
Is there anywhere in Westreach that would have like a flower field or like off of Westreach?
Yeah, there's an area with some flowers, a long patch of flowers.
Could I take Ed and anyone else? Like I probably would have mentioned it to like Demir, Kyoho, Emrys, what I was planning on doing. Like, can I take them out? Can I just like mention over there that we're planning to hold maybe like a service for Brahm?
Sure.
So if anyone wants to go, obviously you can, or if you're busy, that's also fine. Would it be possible? I suppose would I know any? Could I mix like some of like Darman and Maul's kind of like servicing vows?
It's kind of
Or
conflicting,
funeral rites, rather.
especially because Darman does not actually have bows. especially for funerals, that's more of a mall flesh Mormakar's kind of thing.
No, that's 'cause I'm Maul, so that totally handles it. And then yeah, I suppose I just would like to have like a small like silent thing
Okay.
for them. I'm thinking this is more of kind of like just a general question. Is it possible to cast a spell? Oh shit, sorry. Ceremony without a general purpose, like
Sure.
or a general target.
For the funeral, sure, you can use it.
Yeah, the funeral rite now it does specify having to touch one corpse. So is there any way to kind of like just cast it as a ritual, kind of like a general?
It's the intention that counts. Yes.
Yeah, in that case, I just cast ceremony to kind of like outline a small plot of flowers
All right.
for Brown.
As you sit amidst this field of white flowers, with everyone that wishes to attend. I don't know if Amaris and Demir are attending.
Embers will be there.
All right, Demir.
Yeah, he'll be there.
All right, with Amaris, Demir, and Kyoho attending, you say a few words from the good book of Mal. Speak about the afterlife, about how Brom likely has been chosen and now walks one of the halls of Mal in a better place. His soul is at rest. You cast your spell as this circle, golden circle, appears around an area, and the white flowers seem to turn into a more gold color in that specific patch. And then the magic fades.
Edward cries the whole time.
But with that, Brom is well enough put to rest. And you return, and the same night there's the orgy.
Damn right there is.
Emrys
Thanks,
Yes.
Callaghan.
as Edward tells you where to go for the celebration, which isn't at the Wounded Soldier. It's at another place in the Seven Rocks. Edward says that he's sparing no expense. So Edward, you're paying 100 gold for this.
Okay, so I'm paying 107 gold.
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay.
So, as you get there, Emerus, you're good mood. Things are going well. You were able to relax and rest after that adventure, and as you enter the place, there's this smell. First of all, there's this smell of almost perfumey, but it's very overpowering. The door closes, and you see Frankie closing the door behind you and standing guard. Hi!
Hello.
And gives you a big pat on the back as you are pushed past a few curtains. And what you see before you is Edward and many, many ladies.
Are they just doing it right there?
I'll tell you right now, there's no food.
Emery's just kind of stares for a moment, just blinks, just kind of like, and their face just kind of slowly just kind of lights up, and then Emery's just kind of turns around and just quietly walks out, just kind of
Alright.
hoping that Edward did not see them.
Edward.
Edward hears Darman be praised.
Edward, you do not. The only thing you know is that for the rest of the night you have 10 beautiful ladies all to yourself.
What a lucky guy.
Dear
Yeah.
God.
Darman
But
is happy.
this is the last night that Edward is going to enjoy this.
Well,
Because when it's over, he will realize this is not the love Darman talks about.
the hell are you talking about? This is exactly the love Darman is talking about. Now his sister,
yeah.
Aymara, that's
Yes.
a different story. But yes.
And this sword does have both the symbols.
Yes, it does. But anyway, that is the orgy. As Emerus returns that night, scarred for life. You go to your room that you are bunking with Callaghan, and Callaghan, you just see this soulless look in Emerus's eyes as they return from the feast, quote unquote.
First Darman orgy.
It was not quite what I expected.
Never really is. You get used to it though.
I
And he starts flicking through like he starts flicking through his mini book of all and starts making like few notes in the margins and shit.
All right. And as that happens,
Imri's just kind of like goes to bed and just kind of, but their eyes are just wide open.
yeah, I just imagine just looking at the ceiling the whole time. Just thinking about how could she bend like that was a natural. Yeah,
Why were they touching there?
indeed. Edward, just roll me a Constitution saving
Some
throw real
food
quick.
they were eating at all.
Yes, of course.
Actually, on that, when it's just Emrys and Callaghan, Callaghan just go to Emrys and be like, so Demir is thinking of getting into the tattoo business.
Yes, I heard. I cautioned him as he seemed interested in tattooing, but told me that he was not an artist. So yes.
You know, if you want to get some ink yourself, you totally can, and I hope you feel like you can, but you know, maybe in a place that's best concealed in case, you know, later on in life, you know, I always find like moving the hands.
Demir wanted. No, this wasn't my suggestion. I
No,
wasn't
just
intending
in
to
case he suggests it to you.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
well,
employment wise, you know, you're a smart kid, you know, just you have a few options, you know.
well, I'm sure I could get if I needed one, I could get a very a tattoo that portrays my the greatness of my powers, perhaps enhances them even. Demir's tattoos, they supposedly are magical. And also temporary. I'm not sure I believe that, but
Yeah, listen, I once got one of those temporary tattoos, and listen, if it hurts, it isn't.
I see. Do Do you still have it?
Yeah, man. I've got a.
Does
You know,
Callaghan
I've
have
got
a tramp stamp?
cat with like one
Callaghan definitely has a tramp stamp.
100%. Yeah. I'd say I think out of the group, Emrys would be the only person who know that Callaghan does have tattoos because he's normally like in full plate armor or like full sleeve clothing. But he shows right on his like right. I don't know what you call that bone, but like right above your butt.
Tramp
It's
stamp.
like the
Lower
back of your
back.
head.
Yeah.
Lower
Yeah,
back,
Yeah, your upper butt bone.
Uh-huh.
butt bone.
There's one of those like silly little cats.
Just a
Really?
cat, okay.
You're just a sitting, but like a cat with a silly face. Definitely doesn't suit a grave domain cleric,
Got his tongue
a
out.
god of justice.
Perfect.
I think your tattoo is very, very cute, Callaghan.
Yeah, I really wish it wasn't. I sincerely hoped it would be like a fucking tiger or some shit, not some little meme cat.
I think it's quite lovely.
You know, thank you. I appreciate the honesty in your words.
Emrys is smirking a little bit.
Can I ask you real quick? You know that I do like cleric shit, right? Like I'm not
Yes.
just like a dope ass magic user. I also do like cleric stuff on behalf of Maul, right?
Of course, it's to be honest, it's what you talk about more than anything, and I'm. It's thanks to you that I can remember a lot of it, regardless of whether that was my intention, but I can. So, yes.
Thanks, Em. That's a validation that I needed. Good night.
You're welcome.
And he turns over and he goes to sleep, and he has like I like to feel like Callum like had a very nice sleep with that little bit of validation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. As you go to sleep, and Edward unwittingly gets crabs at the orgy,
Oh no.
which cannot be fixed with lay on hands because it's crabs.
Hang on though. I don't want to be
Except
that
he
guy.
doesn't,
But
because he's immune to disease. But is that what you're going to say, Ocean?
No, I was actually going to
Callaghan's
say. Remember when you were describing Edward's appearance earlier, and you said
Yeah.
Edward was shaved?
Is
he shaved everywhere?
Just saying.
No,
There we go. He has crabs.
just
So-
his voice.
As Edward earns crabs from the night,
It's his trophy.
yes, well, he
Got
dodged
one
that
for each
bullet,
of them.
Emrys. But yes,
To be honest, I don't think Emrys was going to come anywhere close to that bullet.
yes, I know. Matrix that shit. But yes, we are going to end the session. Okay, do you know what crabs are?
Just let them be a disease.
No. That's why I picked crabs. Fuck you.
Damn it.
So, as we end the session, we didn't actually get to do the downtime. So, next week we're
Should
gonna
we quickly do that, or just do it between sessions?
next week we're gonna start with the downtime.
Okay.
Because it actually works out, because then we'll have Sev with us.
Great. We'll have a lovely Kyoho.
Yes. We can also do the summoning thing. But
Oh,
it
yeah.
is midnight, so for some of us, well, most of us actually.
Yeah, it's only 6 o'clock. What are you talking about?
I knew it. But yes. So this was a fun RP session. I loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do.
Yeah, I did.
And yeah, I'm gonna find someone to pastor. And
Thank you for the session.
thank you so much for the session.
Lovely
Thank
people.
you.
Yeah,
for the
super fun session, bro.
Thanks, Fran.
Yeah.
And we got some Demir. We got some Demir still. That's good. That's good. Who am I rating? I don't know. Let's go for puzzle. Let's go puzzles. Because she played D&D with us once. And she's super cool. And she does art. And yeah. Let's just rate puzzles. And yeah, so love you guys. Next week we'll have the downtime, we'll have the continuation of the story, and a new chapter awaits for this party. Yes? Yes.
Wait, if a new chapter awaits, that means this one is concluded. Yes?
Doesn't mean you get a level up.
Okay.
It's not by chapter, it's when I feel you've done enough to deserve it.
The man got crabs, for goodness sake, gosh.
Yeah.
Can't you throw him a bone?
Good job.
That's an achievement.
Yeah, he just did it with like 10 women.
Yeah.
You took one for the team there, bro.
That's an entire